Hi everyone, this is my All About Bakery Scents video. I picked different scents from different companies and vendors to share with you. Most of these are my favorite scents. Next to citrus, I think bakery would have to be in the number 2 slot. I love having my home smell like a home, and with that I mean it's great when it smells clean and fresh with the citrus, but I sometimes want it to smell like I've been baking all day and I've made this lovely apple pie and a carrot cake and some almond cookies. So I don't always want it to smell like Pledge or Lysol or anything like that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump in because I have a lot to go over. The first one I'm going to share with you is Tempting Treats. This is probably my favorite scent right now. I love Toasted Marshmallow. It smells like when you open a bag of marshmallows and you get that poof of air that smells real sugary that comes out of the bag. That's what this reminds me of. It's so creamy and it literally smells just like a marshmallow. I mean, I know that probably can't be a hard thing to come up with, but it's got just the right amount of sugar and vanilla and all of that to where it actually smells like a marshmallow and not just fizzle out after I warm it up. This tart lasted me, or sorry, it's a wax melt. This lasted me a very long time in my warmer. I probably got a week out of it, and that's turning it on for a couple hours every evening. It's great to mix with as well. I've mixed a Fireside with it from another company and to try to recreate Marshmallow Fireside, and it was close, but it still came out incredibly well. So I would definitely say Tempting Treats Toasted Marshmallow is a delicious scent to own. Alright, next I'm going to go with Front Porch, and this is Porch Candle Co. I will put all the links down below so you can find out more about these. This is pumpkin buttercream, and I'd show you the tag, but it's pumpkin buttercream. I wasn't impressed with Yankee's pumpkin buttercream. It wasn't sweet enough for me, and when I had mentioned that on Facebook, somebody else had said, well, then you need to go and try Front Porch Candle Co.'s pumpkin buttercream. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's got the right amount of spice to really make it seem like pumpkin, but it's also sweet where you get that buttercream. I did not get that from Yankee's at all. I got just a real kind of spicy note, and that was it. I didn't get any sweetness. And I'm sure other people loved it because it was popular, but I like this version better. So, you know, to each his own. It is subjective. Next from Front Porch is Ultimate Bakery. And one thing that I've noticed from Front Porch Candle Co. Tarts or melts, they are very strong in the package, but when you take it out and you actually melt it, it will mellow out a little bit. Like I get a very strong scent from this, but it doesn't smell like that when I have it melting. It is phenomenal. It is probably my favorite bakery scent that I've tried from her, and probably one of the favorites from, you know, over some of these other vendors. It's just a great scent, and that's why I have so many, because I actually have another bag of these that I've been using. It smells so good. And the last one from Front Porch is 14 Carrot Cake. This is, it's a nice note of icing or the frosting. You definitely get the cake, you get the spicy notes, but it's way different to me anyway than Yankee's. I like it. I like to have something different on hand just in case I want to mix it, or, you know, maybe I want it to be a little bit more like the icing or the frosting versus the actual cake inside. So I like it. I enjoy it. I have a couple of those little cups. They're 1 ounce cups, and they are great for if you want just a little pick-me-up. Next I'm going to move to Slatkin. And the first one I'm going to share is Marshmallow Fireside. I don't know if this is going to be coming back this next year. I bought 3 of these. I love this scent. I wasn't sure at first because it did have the Fireside notes. I was afraid that was going to be too cologne-like for me, But once I bought one and I tried it, I was like, oh, I have to buy more of these. So I'm really hoping that it will come back. It does have Fireside in it, so if you're not a fan of their scent Fireside, then you may not get over it enough to want to melt this. It does have vanilla notes. You get that marshmallow. It's just a delicious scent. I love it. Marshmallow Fireside. Next is Kitchen Spice. This is a staple. I have to have it. I actually didn't try this until, I don't know, probably a couple months ago. And when I realized it, I actually truly liked it. I thought, by looking at it and hearing the name, I'm like, oh, there's no way. It's going to be spicy. It's got allspice in it. That's going to just do me in. And was I shown wrong? This is just the best year-round kitchen scent that I own. I love it. Now, I do love Yankee's Kitchen Spice too, but they are two different scents. So, if that's what you're expecting, it's not going to be the same. But it is wonderful. It does have in it nutmeg, allspice, hazelnut, and caramel. And you would think that's going to be really strong, but it's not. It's actually a nice medium scent. And then last from Slatkin is Cinnamon Sugar Donut. I love this one. I do get that vanilla cake. I do get the little bit of the sweetness from the sugar. You get just a tiny bit of that cinnamon note. It's not a very strong scent. I wish it was one of those ones that would knock you over. But it is delicious. It's divine. I love it. And like I said, I don't know if the other ones are coming back. Kitchen Spice has been there for years. I've seen it. I'm just never taken an interest. But the other two I'm not sure about. I'm hoping though, because they were nice. If they do bring cinnamon sugar back, or the cinnamon sugar donut, I hope that it is stronger. Alright, I'm going to move to Candles by Victoria. I don't have a whole lot, and really it's because of the shipping. Her shipping is expensive. It was, I think, $8 and some change, and now it's $9, and of course gas prices have gone up, so I can understand that. But I really don't like to spend more than, $5 or $6 on shipping. But every now and then I will splurge and I'll order from her. And she has some great scents. She's got a ton. So if you've never been to Candles by Victoria's website, like I said, I will link it down below. Go check it out. The first one is Bear Claws. And I cut these in 2/4. Just a nice cinnamon scent. Hers are really strong. I also have Cinnabon. I was on a cinnamon kick, I guess. Really, those two, you get a lot more pastry with the Bear Claws, but the Cinnabon that one was super strong on cinnamon. I think I actually had to turn it off. It was just too much for me. I do like this one, though. Cinnamon Donuts. That was a good one. You do actually get that donut note, just kind of like the cinnamon sugared donut from Slatkin. It smells really good, and it does come out a lot more when you're melting it. But I think my all-time favorite bakery scent from her is Granny's Pie Crust. So if I buy another package of candles from her, I get like the no frill sampler pack, I will include this one, and I might even buy it in a gigantic one too. I mean, it smells like straight up pie crust, but like a sweet pie crust. It is so good. It's not like knock you over sweet, but it's sweet enough to where it just smells like a really nice bakery note, or a nice bakery scent. I do have one more, and this is from the No Frill Sampler Pack that I bought last time. This is in Blueberry Cheesecake. If you're looking for a strong blueberry that's really sweet and really tart smelling, this is a good candle. I know that I've read that people have had a lot of problems. Like somebody had said that theirs was smoking and others just didn't like them. You can probably just put these on the warmer and warm it up. Hers, I don't know what her mix is for her wax. It is pretty soft. I don't know if it's soy or if it's a soy blend. But I really like this. And I know you probably can't see it, but it's like glistening in there because it's been sitting. So all the oils are coming up out. So it smells wicked strong. I love this scent though. It's one of those ones I would get again. I've been trying to use up a lot of hers because I have a lot of them and they're taking up space. But it is designated for Candles by Victoria. So if I run out, I will buy more. Alright, next is Kim's Tarts. And I'm so excited because I actually got a package today from her, which had, and this one I've talked about before, Hot Orange Danish. Now don't be taken back by the name. When you hear orange and you start to cough and you think, oh no way. This is a wonderful scent. This is just, without a doubt, probably one of my favorite ones from her. It smells a little bit orangey, but then once it starts to melt, it becomes this delicious bakery, buttery Danish kind of scent. It's unreal. I don't know how y'all do it, really. This is another one of my favorites, have to have, and it's sugar corn pudding. Don't be taken back by the name, like I said. It sounds kind of weird when you have corn in the name. I understand, because I was the same way. I'm like, there's no way I'm buying anything that has corn in the name. Divine. You want to have a strong, delicious, caramelized sugar type of scent, and you kind of get like a breaded kind of note. It's so good. I have like a whole shoebox filled of these, just because I wanted to make sure I always had them on hand. That way, if I have something that's really strong going in the kitchen, like if we've cooked onions or something like that, I will pop in something strong so it can kind of kill off that scent. 7-Up Pound Cake. That is one thing about all of her bakery scents are pretty strong for me. This one's pretty strong too. And you do get that effervescence from this, like it's got actual 7-Up in it. It's a nice scent. It's a popular one. Grammy's Berry Griddle Cakes. I like this one because it does have the sweet note for the berries. It smells so good. And I do have one more back here, and this is Lemon Pound Cake. And I also have her Lemon Poppy Seed, I think it's cake as well. I like her lemon scents, but I think I like her other bakery scents way better. Except for her lemon meringue pie. That is my favorite one. And I didn't bring it out because it is a lemon scent. And I had already gone over lemons. And I believe that it made an appearance in that video. So that would be all of my ones from Kim's Tarts. Now I'm going to get into my Yankees. Blueberry Scone. Amazing. If you are looking for a very sweet, dessert-like blueberry, this would be it. Like, I almost want to just put like some whipped cream on it and serve it up. It smells so good. Divine. Pumpkin pie, especially for the fall. It's got that nice spiciness to it. It's not a spiced pumpkin though. It's pumpkin pie. You definitely get like the crust. It's a sweeter version of spiced pumpkin without so much spice, I think. Next, carrot cake. And this one is a treasure, I believe. I've been fortunate to find it in Tarts, and I have 2 jars of it. It's my favorite. It's so spicy. And you get that, it's like you've cut right into a carrot cake. And you know how you get that, just that spicy aroma from it? Almost like what it would taste like. I don't eat carrot cake, but I love the smell of it. And you only get a little bit of that frosting note. But it is divine. I love it. And last in Tarts, Almond Cookie. And this one is discontinued. Now, if you like almonds, this is the scent for you. I love almonds. I'm actually very picky about my almond scents, and so this one actually was my favorite out of all of the ones I've tried. Sometimes they can just be nauseating, but this is the best one that I found. If you can locate any of these, then I would go ahead and snag them up and try them, because you won't be able to find them at Yankee unless they bring it back as a treasure. It smells so good, and I am really bummed I didn't get to buy that in a tumbler. They were all out of everything when I went during the last semi-annual. Alright, now my jars. I have a lot of apple scents. Crisp apple strudel is from the My Favorite Things line, and I have like 3 of these. Oh, it's so good. I just couldn't help myself. It is kind of light when it burns, but it is amazing. You get the cinnamon, you have kind of a tart, sweet apple, and you get a little bit of the pastry notes in that as well. It's just a wonderful scent. And I actually described it as apple pie and God Bless America having a baby, and it would be crisp apple strudel, because that's what it reminds me of. Now, apple pie, and you're going to see this one, I don't know how I lucked out with it. You can see the oil on the top. I don't know if it's just a really oiled, it's from 2010. It's just a really oiled candle. It's so dark, and it smells so good. Now, apple pie, you get a lot of crust. You get a lot of crust. You get some sweetness from apples. You get the cinnamon. It's not as tart as the crisp apple strudel. It's got a sweet apple to it and a sweet cinnamon, and you get the crust. But God Bless America, which I am happy to announce is coming back. I saw that on the Facebook page. It is my favorite scent. Good Morning America had a special when you bought the 3 collector's edition patriotic candles. You got them 3 for $30. So all 3 of them for 30 bucks. Well, I bought this one, and then they had a red, white, and blue sale where you bought one, you got one for 50% off, and it had to be the color red, white, or blue. Well, I picked up another one of these. It is a fantastic apple scent. It is apple with just a hair of cinnamon in there, but it's sweet. It is divine. So those are 2 of my other favorites that I like. Definitely check out God Bless America. It's coming back. And my last 3, I have chocolate chip cookie. This candle, my poor husband had to blow it out. It was like too strong for him. But it smells divine. Now, I know some people have had luck with the Village candles. Wow, this almost reminds me of chocolate chip cookie dough, like the ice cream. When you scoop that up and you take that bite, that's what this smells like. Oh, it smells so good. But it is a strong candle. Another candle that I like that is, I didn't pull it out, is the shortbread cookie. It is a wonderful cookie scent. And these 2, I actually could burn these at any point during the day because it just reminds me of breakfast. So I have blueberry muffin, which is the most authentic blueberry muffin I have tried to date. It's not super fake, like they're not fake blueberries or blueberry kind of sauce. They haven't been sitting in sugar or anything like that. They smell like true. We just went out and got these blueberries off the bush and put them into this delicious muffin. And that's what it reminds me of. And we bake blueberry muffins almost every weekend. So this is nice to have just to keep that lingering blueberry going. And next is Good Morning. Now this is a different type of scent. If you look at the packaging, you see this muffin on there and you're like, oh, well, it's gotta smell like a muffin, right? No, it actually does not. It smells almost like citrus, and it's got some other notes in there too. It's very, very bright, but it's very nice. I could burn that all day, and it does smell like bakery, but it does have a brighter notes. It has brighter notes to it than the other ones that I've had. Most of the other ones are pretty heavy scents, and this one is actually quite light. Not really in throw, but it's just a very bright type of scent. Alright, so that is all of my bakery scents that I'm going to share with you today. If there's anything that you would like to know more about, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be glad to fill you in and share some more info with you. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I think that is all that I have for you. So until my next video, take care.